Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Pep Guardiola might be gone. Is it Arsenal time to dominate? Or is it Chelsea with Xabi Alonso, Michael Carrick, Manchester United? Or is it Arne, who a lot of people think he's not even going to be here? The Mohamed Salah thing with Arne, I know that they are on Ahwa. They are absolutely trying to rage bait Osam and actually tell him that it's not his fault. For me, I don't think that Mohamed Salah here is at fault, and I don't think that Mohamed Salah is the target. But I'm going to start with Pep Guardiola. We're going to start with the Pep Guardiola news. This is Sam Lee, of course, that is saying that Guardiola's done a decent job of keeping Manchester City people getting with his I have a contract answer. But plenty of people at City are expecting him to move. We could be entering his final week in Manchester. That is paired with City Extra, saying that those inside Manchester City training ground believe that Pep Guardiola is leaving this summer and made up his mind some weeks ago. They assume it's a matter of days before the initial communication is made, the official communication is made. To be honest with you, yesterday I thought he is staying after he told the BBC, I have a contract, I am here, blah, blah, blah. And then people told me that he is about to stay because he got the, he told them have a lovely evening, everything. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. If the guy is leaving, this flips everything upside down. I think it flips everything upside down. And also, there is no smoke without fire. Bro, you're not going to tell me that all the journalists that are linked to Manchester City, that know everybody at Manchester City, are actually now thinking that, oh, we're going to just report on things that are not true. No. That's it. Like, for me, I think all this news points towards that he's gone. That he's done at Man City. He wants to go. He wants to leave. And also the news about Maresca as well. The news about Enzo Maresca is actually out there. The Sacha Tavolieri is saying that barring last minute twist, the general feeling internally at Manchester City that Pep Guardiola will leave the club for good at the end of this season. Everything is in place for the Italian Enzo Maresca. And I know that people think that he's staying one more year. I am not in the know. I am just here talking about the news. That is paired with the news coming from Spain that Jose Mourinho wants Rodri to be a Real Madrid player next season. So all of this is paired together. We just put everything together, and I think that Pep might leave. Where does that leave Manchester City? And a lot of people are saying that Manchester City are actually primed to challenge even with Enzo Maresca. I don't think so. I actually don't think that Enzo Maresca is going to take Manchester City to the promised land from the first season. He's a good coach, but I don't think he's the guy to actually us sitting here and saying that, yeah, we think that Enzo Maresca is going to take City to the next level. I don't think so. Well, I'm not fucking clickbaiting. It's right here in front of you. Watch. This is the Athletic. You think I'm clickbaiting? It's right here. Sam Lee, this is one of the most credible journalists that are connected to Manchester City. If he is putting an article like this on the Athletic, that means there is a feeling that he's gone. There is a feeling that he's gone. Those inside Manchester City training ground believe that he's gone. So I'm not clickbaiting. I'm not rage baiting. It is right here. Until yesterday, right? Until yesterday, I thought that Pep Guardiola is about to stay one more year at Liverpool. I don't think it's Pep Guardiola's mind game. I don't think so. I genuinely don't believe that it's a Pep Guardiola mind game. I think we gotta now be prepared for Pep Guardiola leaving next season as is in front of you. So for me, I don't know why people are so hesitant of saying that Pep might leave. I don't understand. It's a matter of days before official communication is made. You know, my problem with this news is a lot of people are assuming, oh, what's going to happen next season? Who is challenging? Yeah, but who said Fabrizio? Did I say Fabrizio? Where did I say Fabrizio? Where in my title I said Fabrizio Romano said that? Did I say this in my title? I never said that Pep, that it's Fabrizio. I never said that. So why are you assuming that I said this? I never assumed this. So for me, I never told you that it's from Fabrizio. But I want to ask you guys something. I'm going to be honest. There is something that we need to actually discuss. Who is, if Pep leaves and it's Enzo Maresca, are Man City primed to challenge next season with Enzo Maresca? Is the City team that is currently there, where do they rank for you guys in terms of the teams? So I wanna ask the question, and everyone tells me, where do you think Man City is? Rodri as well. I mentioned that Rodri might be leaving as well. Rodri might be, Mourinho wants to make him the first player, right? So for me, where do you rank Man City in terms of a team next season? I know they are going to get somebody. I know they're going to get some players. Is this Man City team, with, by the way, you got to know, with Enzo Maresca, are they on par with Arsenal? Top two? Are they a top two team with Maresca? I actually think that Pep leaving, this is going to have a very similar effect to, it can have a similar effect as Alex Ferguson leaving. Most of these players, especially if Rodri and Bernardo leaves, is it going to be a Nico Gonzalez? Is it going to be like Reinders, Shirky, Foden? I know Haaland is there. I actually don't think that it's already given that Man City challenge and win the title next season, depending on others as well. Their team is good. Yeah, you think Semenyo is going to be able to take Man City to a title? Doku, Haaland by himself. I actually think Pep plays a massive factor in here. And people are really undermining what he has done to this team and with this team. For his standards, yet not winning the title is a big thing. But I am thinking about it again. For me, if this new City team can win 2 trophies and be 2 points from Arsenal, I'm confident next season. Here's the problem between me and you, and I like this. You see, I say that Mikel Arteta is doing a very, very good job at Arsenal. I think Pep might not be, for his standards, is doing magnificent job by winning the league and getting fourth in the Champions League. But I actually believe that Pep Guardiola is doing something with this team that I don't think a lot of other managers can do, other than Luis Enrique. Do I think Enzo Maresca can get Doku to play the same way? Do I think Enzo Maresca can get Haaland to play the same way? I'm not sure. Because you're really, now, if you say that you're confident about next season, you are underrating what Pep is doing. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a waffler. Don't fucking listen to me. Genuinely, by the way, don't fucking listen to me. You know what? One subscriber. Don't fucking listen to me. I don't want you to listen to me. You're in a timeout. Genuinely, listen. I'm in a fucking I'm in a fucking bad mood. I am moving. My house is a fucking mess. I'm changing countries, right? And just to be honest with you, I'm not in the mood to actually do with someone like this who come in right upper. Any guy that is gonna write uppercase in the chat, I'm gonna put you timeout. Even if I actually do the show with one person, right? Genuinely, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad text, to be honest with you. Like, seriously, bro. Like, moving on. United won anyway, so it's good. That's not bad. Like, genuinely, I'm not in a fucking good mood. And big up everyone that joined us, of course, from Al-Ahwa, from Ossam's stream. Fuck Juventus, and I'm big up everyone. And I said, nobody writes uppercase. Big up everyone that joined us. Hit that like button. I'm not in a great mood. Smash the likes, people. Talking about Pep leaving, doing some video. I said everyone that is going to write uppercase is going to be put in timeouts. It is go Osam timeout. Nobody writes uppercase. Anybody that types uppercase are going to go timeout. Fuck that. Stop writing uppercase. I'm seriously. Here you go. Thank you for the super chat. Timeout. Appreciate the super chat ad. I'm really not in the mood. Like, genuinely, by the way, I'm really in a horrific mood. So, are we going to have a fucking conversation? The fuck Forza Juve. Yani, it's enough already that you're typing Forza Juventus. I did time out Hussam. He typed uppercase. I did time him out. Stop like typing uppercase. I am not in a fucking good mood, to be honest with you. It's not a dictatorship. It's not a dictatorship. You can type Forza Juve and I can respond to you, but you don't have to type it in uppercase. It's as simple as that. I'm not in a good mood. Big up for the super chat. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. You got timed out. That's it. Don't type uppercase in the chat. I'm done with like you're a waffler uppercase. It's literally right in front of you. What the fuck are people? Oh. So, yeah. So bro. So City Extra, code Sam Lee. This is getting weird. This is getting weird, okay? People are saying it's not a bomba. Huh? Sam Lee literally just said, Sam Lee, people close to Pep, that Pep, the timing, no, here you go, this one. Sam Lee releases an article in the fucking Athletic, okay? One of the closest journalists to Manchester City. No uppercase. Again, I'm going to repeat again for the last time. No uppercase. So Manchester City, Sam Lee, the closest guy to Manchester City, the closest journalist, right, is saying Pep Guardiola is expected him to move on. We could be entering his final week in Manchester. That is not a bomba. Wallahi, I swear to God, that's the biggest bomba in the Premier League since Jurgen Klopp announced he's leaving. Like, this is the biggest. This is bigger than Eucharist signing for Arsenal. It's bigger than Rangers. It's bigger than who? It's bigger since, bro. It's bigger than who else? It's bigger than Carrick. It's bigger than firing Amorim. This is the biggest piece of news the Premier League has seen since Jurgen Klopp announced that he's gone. By the way, Wallah al-Azim, I think it's the biggest piece of fucking news. He says, you know what? You know, if Xabi Alonso news, seismic. Xabi Alonso to Chelsea is like 5. This is a 10 out of 10 size. This is the biggest news in the Premier League since Alex Ferguson decided he's stepping down. The biggest piece of news. When, like, genuinely, when the closest journalist to the Manchester City, and hit the like button. Can we get the likes up? Like, bro, it's 450 people here. Can we get the likes up a little bit? Hit the like button. I know it is huge. You don't understand. In my point of view, this has the biggest seismic effect on the Premier League. Are you guys? Do people realize what is happening here? Do people realize what is going on? This is the manager that made you sleep at 7. Like we say in Egypt. تنام من المغرب. You sleep at sunset. This is the guy. This is the bogeyman. This is when you sleep at night, you fucking piss because you know he has a game tomorrow and he might catch up to you. You pee yourself in your bed because you know his team is about to play the next day and you are 2 points ahead and he's about to catch you. This is the guy when you sleep and you had a couple of drinks and you're a little bit annoyed, you dream about this guy. This is it. This the guy in front of you on the screen is the guy that makes you sleep at night anxious. Your eyes are doing this. You're like, you cannot sleep because Pep Guardiola might win the title again. This is the guy. Genuinely. This is the man. So now, this is the guy. And now, Sam Lee and City Extra and big people close to the club are saying, right, that he's about to leave. It's not the bomba. You know, this is the bomba of the bombas. You know the bomba of the bombas? This is it. The bomba of the bombas. You can Google who Sam Lee is, right? The most credible journalist out there for myself. Like, Man City fans believe this guy. No, he's like the guy. He's the athletic writer for her thing. Like, exactly what they said. Like, when Sam Lee tweets, people now know that this is happening. Yeah, like all of these people are tweeting, and yeah, we're supposed to actually be like City Extra are tweeting. Listen, I am not in the know. I am not in the know. Right? And I never said, and I'm an ITK, right? It doesn't. And I don't say it does. But I'm going to tell you something. This is not the here we go. But you know what is this? I'm going to tell you what is this equal to. You know, 5 days ago or 6 days ago, when there were reports saying that it's not the here we go, but Xabi Alonso is waiting for Liverpool, but Liverpool don't want him, so he's negotiating with Chelsea. This is kind of the beginning of it. He might stay. Xabi Alonso might not have signed for Chelsea. Xabi Alonso might have said no. But this news, right? This news, it's so equivalent to Ben Jacobs saying that Chelsea spoke with Xabi Alonso, that Xabi Alonso agrees to go to Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? That's very similar. Yes, it's not that here we go because he hasn't announced it yet, but that's so equivalent to it. You know what I mean? It's very, very equivalent to this, right? Like, Fabrizio Romano is going to tweet when Pep goes out in the press conference and says, I am leaving, guys. This is my last year. He still might change his mind, which is, if you read the article, The article says he might actually change his mind. No one knows this guy. He is crazy. Like, he's crazy, Pep Guardiola. But the reality is, who did time out who? I never timed you out, Kevin. Bro, I'm going to tell you something. Mo is shouting because he knows Arteta is about to dominate. Do you believe you're about to make the game? The people don't think so. Juventus are about to miss out. I didn't time out anybody for long, to be honest with you. I didn't. But can we get the likes up to 300? Hit the like, yani wallahi, hit the like button. 300 likes. Come on. 300 likes. And also check out OK Jersey. Come on. Can we get to 300 likes? We've got 500 people in the house. Can we get to 300 likes? 300 likes. Likes up, people. Likes up. I don't bet it's haram. I don't bet. Kiran Yildiz was crying, come to Chelsea. This is one of the players that needs to play Champions League football, which is I said that there might be big movement. Who's this? Who's saying what? CV whatever. What's his name? What's your name? What's the name? What is that person? CV. Yeah, okay, bro. That's what you and Terry always talk about, is Arsenal boring ass show. Yes, because you know what? You're absolutely spot on, because I started this show. I'm actually talking about Arsenal now, actually. Pep manages Arsenal, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Reality is, Pep actually is about to leave City. Arteta is about to bottle the league. No. Arteta is about to win the league, and Pep is about to manage Arsenal. So yeah, this show is about Arsenal. 100%. Same shit. It's about Arsenal. Pep Guardiola, the manager in front of you. You know what? Here is Pep with Eucharist. It is Pep with Eucharist on the screen. You can actually see that Pep this is Pep and Eucharist after the Arsenal Man City game. Eucharist can't wait to work under Pep. So we're here to talk about Arsenal. Yes. It's Eucharist. It's right in front of you. Another Scandinavians right here. He's going to Arsenal. Yes, it's an Arsenal show. Don't fucking watch them. I'm talking about Pep Guardiola, but yeah, it's Arsenal. This is an Arsenal fucking show. Yeah. Wallah al-azim, people are so dumb sometimes. I feel like sometimes I am literally talking to a 12 years old. Like, whoa. I'm talking about Pep leaving and the seismic event for Man City and the Premier League. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about, is Arsenal gonna dominate? Can Alonso do something? Is Michael Carrick in the picture? What will Liverpool do with Arne slot when Salah is? I'm preparing. You know what? I have like videos, bro. Like I was preparing stuff. I'm like, we're here. We're here to do stuff. We're here to talk about Sky Sports. We're here to talk about things, you know? They're right here. Videos are right here. 1, 2 videos, 3 videos about Salah. You know what? Yeah, right here. 100%. But yeah, it's you come here for the bias, Arsenal. Let me tell you guys, Arsenal are about to get Pep Guardiola from Man City and dominate the Premier League for the next 10 years. Another 10 years of Arsenal domination. They're taking Haaland. You know Rodri? Rodri ain't going Real Madrid. He's following Pep to Arsenal. That's what is going on. He's following Pep to Arsenal, Rodri. Can I now talk about the football and respond to the people that actually come here for the real show and to discuss things that people are saying? So I want to discuss the people that are saying stuff that are meaningful. Like the people that are come here for discussion. So we have 500 people. Are we going to enjoy the show or we're not going to enjoy the show? We're going to talk. I want to actually expand on things. Listen, I really want to talk about football because I'm not having a good day. So can we make the day better? By actually discussing Chelsea, United, Liverpool, Arsenal next season, City as well. Maybe if Maresca, maybe if Pep stays, we can discuss things. We can have a good show. So let's actually start. I believe someone or Pep is trolling rivals. Maybe that is true, German chicken, and that is one of the things. However, the Athletic and Sam Lee, you think that these, you know that these journalists are very, like these journalists have have credibility, they have accountability. I believe there is someone that doesn't know if I think that nobody, I think Pep only knows, right? And I think that is one of the reasons that apart from Elliot Anderson, who would play for City, right? Who would play for City, correct? We haven't spoken about the transfer window for City yet. I think nobody knows if Pep's staying or leaving. I actually believe that it might be depending on something that we don't know about, related to maybe winning the league or losing the league. They won the cup, something like this. Also, the fact that all these articles are coming out one day after he won the double, it maybe he won the 2 cups and then he want to go from the big door. Maybe he's gonna leave this season. Also, that is paired with a lot of news that is coming from Italy about Enzo Maresca as well. I think he goes after next season. If City somehow wins the league this season, he is gone. I believe that if he wins the league, yes, he's gonna go this season. But I actually think that he's kind of like 90% made up his mind, right? And in the same time, these articles, I believe, are credible to a point. They are credible. Like some of the people that are close to Man City have actually, Martin Mancunian way, he said to me that he heard 3 weeks ago that Pep most likely leaving. Big Steve have said that he most likely hears that Pep is leaving. What I mean by there's no smoke without fire. And why he hasn't said that he's staying yet? But also, there is, to play devil's advocate, there is another aspect that LB actually brought up. If Pep, the last game is at the Etihad. If Pep doesn't announce that he's leaving before the Etihad game, that means he's staying. So if after Bournemouth, we don't get before Sunday that Pep Guardiola is leaving Manchester City, I believe he stays. The reason why I believe he stays, because Pep is not just going to go without us sending off at the Etihad. There will be something prepared at the Etihad. He actually, when he was asked yesterday, he actually said, have a lovely evening, and he didn't want to respond. And on the BBC as well, he said something and he kind of did over it. I don't think that he leaves without a big sending off, in my opinion. So German chicken wing, like he said many times, I have a contract. He never said I'm staying. He said I have a contract. I have a contract next year. I think he is trolling. However, I am so hesitant of saying that Pep stays until I actually see him saying, because as of now, the majority, okay, so hear me out about this. The majority of the articles say that Pep is leaving. You guys know what I'm talking about. The majority of the articles that are written, life after Pep, Enzo Maresca's coming in, Enzo Maresca agreed, the feeling inside the club that Pep is leaving. So the majority of the articles that he's leaving, as you say, maybe someone is trolling. It's not that the majority of the articles don't lean towards him staying. And I gotta repeat, I am not in the know, but the articles all are saying it is the feeling that he's leaving. There is a feeling that this is the last day. Like there is a inside Man City, they feel like he's gone. Here you go, like Pep Guardiola expected to leave Manchester City in the coming. At the training ground, it trends clear. Pep Guardiola is expected to leave the club this summer. The Spanish coach could have made a decision a few weeks ago already, and as official announcement will be a matter of days. Furthermore, major change is expected within the first team beyond the already confirmed departure of whatever that guy's name is, and this guy. Also, that is paired with Rodri to Real Madrid, and also Sasha Tavolieri is saying that Maresca's out there. However, Maresca's there regardless if Pep stays or leave. Pep leaving before the shit hits the fans. One of the things that actually is happening now is the negotiation. Is the negotiation with the Premier League. The Premier League is about to say to do the voting for fines. But I want to ask a question. Guys, can we get to 200 likes? 200 likes. Guys, there's about 500 people now, so you can get 200 likes. Come on. So hype the video. Come on. I want to ask guys something. I've spoken to some City fans. If City are found guilty, but they pay a fine, would you be okay with this? I want to know people's opinions on this, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Since it was mentioned by Rosie. If Man City are found guilty, but they don't get point deduction, they don't get relegation, they don't get anything. Or, I'm not talking about our Man City are going to be okay with it. What I mean by this, I've spoken to some Man City fans. There are some Man City fans I know and I've spoken to. And these fans said that if City are found guilty, they're going to be very, very upset with the board. And they might actually ask the owners to sell because they were lied to. Right? Because they were lied to. Because the board said that the team is innocent. We never did these stuffs. All the stuff. So if the Man City are found guilty, are you still going to have the same feeling about the owners and you're going to have the same pride about your club? I know that some Juventus fans are the most shameless people. They're still proud of their club even though they cheated. Right? Even though they cheated. So, but I'm asking you a question. Are you going to be, if you're a Man City fan and your board have cheated, right? And I'm just asking, are you going to have the same feeling about the team? I'm asking, by the way, I'm asking. I actually believe that you sometimes, and I want my chat to be a little bit different. See, I like this. See, I like this. You see the difference? I like this. No dancing around. Yes. You know, there are 3 people. Okay? Sorry, there are 2 types of responses. 2 types of responses. One response is saying, well, if they are found guilty, I don't like it because they told me we are innocent. And there is this response. You know, I would respect this response and I would respect the other. I wouldn't respect the response that is dancing. I respect the people that say, I was lied to. And I respect the people that say, I am proud of the owners. Fuck that. Do you know why? Because what German Chicken Wing is saying is, fuck the red cartel. Fuck your rules. Fuck everything that you say. We built a club, right, to compete and we won trophies. So even if we broke the rule, if we can get away with you, fuck yeah. Exactly the response. Like, the owners took over the club. They spent the money to build the club from the ground up. The club was 300 million pounds. Now it's worth 6. We got sponsorships. We make revenues. We win trebles. We win Champions Leagues. They did the right thing. Even if they broke the rules and they're found guilty, we did the right thing because now we are a global club. I like that response. You know that response is what? This is it. I like it. We're building the club. I see that response is like fine. You know, because we can debate now the morality of that response. You know, we can debate what? Would you like your club to be built slowly? Would you like your club? Okay, if the club is innocent, it's innocent. Like rules are not fair. They were made for the club to stop growing, blah, blah, blah. I like these responses. I've said that many times. This response is strong. It's a strong response. Like, for example, Manchester United were lucky that the Premier League expanded when they were at their pump in the 90s. What if the Premier League expanded in the 80s? Maybe Man United would not have been a big globally. So they are lucky as well. Similar to this stuff. You know what I mean? Like people can say, yeah, man, you know, Man City were lucky for the owners buying the club. They could have bought Everton, they could have bought Crystal Palace, but they bought Man City. Yeah, it's luck. But I like this response. More thoughts on United this season and thoughts on people calling them Varchester today when they have the most errors called against them 9. I'm going to tell you something about the game today just quickly. But thank you so much for the support all the way from Emirates. Man United today, I looked at it 100 times and I don't think it's a handball based on the rules. Should the rules be changed? Yes. But the rules say off your body to your hand, it's not a penalty. But I know that Mbeumo moved his arm inside to call it as a penalty. But the law says that if it hits your body and hits your hand, and his hand was not up here, right? So I believe that it wasn't a penalty. Fair enough. I think so. I genuinely believe law is the law. It's not a penalty. The law is the law. Is it a handball? You have to touch his hand. I never said otherwise. Like, I never said that didn't touch it. Did I say that he moved? You cannot go in his intention. That's what people are missing. People want to go to the intentions of Mbeumo, right? The intentions of Mbeumo. But I want to tell you guys something. If a player's hands are like this, so hear me out. If a player's hand is like this, okay? And it hits his chest, hits his hand, he controls it, passes it to a teammate, and his teammates score. The rule says no penalty. Sorry, it's not a handball. The rule says it's not a handball. I hope that people understand what I'm saying. So Mbeumo's hand was like this, right? I want you to imagine something way more shameless. I know it's a handball. I know that Mbeumo controlled the ball with his hand. But I can't go into the intentions. But I want you to open your mind and hear me out about it. If the hand is like this, and the ball hits your chest, hits your hand, goes down, you pass it to your teammate, and your teammate score. The law says, because it touched your body first, your hand, it's not a penalty. Similar to Mbeumo. That's what people... And I know the difference. You guys will see. You know what the problem is? It is Arsenal, so you think I'm defending. You know what the problem with this season? People have very short memory. People have very short memory. People think, oh no, you defend Arsenal. You always do the Arsenal shit, right? I hope that other teams come into the fold because people forgot that last year I actually praised a lot of Liverpool. That the triple season, I said that Man City team was one of the best. By the way, all recorded and it's all on tapes. The tapes are there. The CDs are there. All the tapes are there. German Chicken Wing used to watch me when I used to say this, and it wasn't on this channel. I said in 22-23, the second half of the season, that Man City team of 2023 was one of the best ever teams I've watched in my life and the most effective. But people forgot. That's even before Man City win a treble, so don't fucking lie. Don't lie. Someone that is lying. Don't lie. That is not. That's not. Because in April and March and in June, I said these things. But you don't understand. But you don't want to understand because it doesn't suit your agenda. Because you come here to the channel and you already have... But you already have the perspective of like, Mo defends Arsenal, Mo defends Arsenal all the time, Mo defends Arsenal all the time. That's why you sleep, Mo defends Arsenal all the time. That's not true. Also, the people that say, we do a lot of shows about Arsenal, because now, currently, Arsenal are the topic. You get the point? Arsenal are the topic. This season, the most relevant topic is Arsenal now. Just to be honest with you. Cheaters get more respect than the fair players. I don't know why you're saying that, Rosie, to be honest with you. Like, based on what happened, why are you saying this? We'll see what happens with Manchester City regarding of this. I like Arteta. I don't love Arteta. I saw the comment. You're very, I like Arteta as a coach. I don't like him on the touchline. You see, actually, I called Arteta many times a cockroach on the touchline. You know that thing that jumps up and down? It's not cockroach. There's another name for it. It's a bug here. Like you find it here in America a lot. It's a bug that jumps up and down like this. It looks like a cockroach, but it's not. It's I called Arteta this before. Like I don't know what it is. It's like a black shit that, like once you come close, it keeps jumping up and down. Maybe a cricketer, a grasshopper. Yes, that's the thing. Maybe. No, it's not a grasshopper. It's a black thing. It's a black thing. It's called Ganat. Oh, right. No. No. Okay, بالعربي شباب خنفسة يعني. The people that speak Arabic. خنفسة يعني. What does it mean? People that speak Arabic in the chat. It's a big black thing. The cockroach is brown. The thing is black. Anyway. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe. Thank you, Roms. Thank you, Habib. Thank you, Habib Ram. Ram is here with us. But let's go back. So I was discussing the Arteta thing, and the people, Mo loves Arteta. No, Mo doesn't love Arteta. I think Arteta is a very annoying coach. I genuinely believe he's a very, very annoying coach. And we got, again, 250 likes away. I actually think he's, but I respect, that's the difference. I respect the work that he does. We said the same thing about Liverpool declining when Klopp left. Let's be reasonable also for the Juve. So here is the thing. You are right then. But I'm going to ask you something. Do you think Man City have a Salah ilk player now that can do a 45 GA, that can lead the team and actually do everything? So the question to you then, do you think Manchester City have a Salah ilk player? Someone like can do it. Salah even was asked about last season and he said, it's my best season because I can. Like, I want to know, but like, do you think Haaland can do it? Maybe you're right. Haaland is the guy. Haaland can do it. Yeah, if Haaland goes on a spree like Salah and then he start. But one of the things that you are missing, that Salah last season wasn't only about the goals. Salah last season was about the goals and the chances created. So Salah literally carried that attack on his shoulder in terms of assists, goals, chances created, big chances created, everything. You know what I mean? Come on, Palace. Are you an Arsenal fan? You want Arsenal to lose because you don't like Arteta? Holy shit. Someone wants Palace to win. Maybe a combination between Shirky and Haaland. A combination between Ryan, Shirky, and Haaland, and I think City are there. But people are actually take things for granted as Maresca's just going to come in. I think it's very hard to... And by the way, just going to let you guys know, when Jurgen Klopp left, Liverpool were third on the table and they weren't bad. Like this. Man City has to get deduction, fines, and trophyless. I don't know if that is going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, Rosie. I don't think they're going to take any trophies from them. They might get fines, they might get deductions, but I don't think they're going to take any trophies. My man is saying, everyone cheats, including you, Mo, with your titles today. No question mark, because I didn't put it as question mark. You know what? On purpose, I didn't put as a question mark. On purpose, by the way. You know, normally I put things on question marks, right? On purpose, I did not put the Pep is gone as a question mark. I didn't. Because I don't think this article, and this news, and this news, and this news aren't all question marks. It's not speculations. Like, all these articles are pointing towards him leaving. That is why, by the way, I didn't put question mark in the title. Because I don't think I'm doing this show based on a question mark. Like, for me, this is not a question. These articles aren't question. This is keep us guessing, but plenty of people in City are expected him to move on. That's the journalist. So that's not a question. That's not a speculation. That is people saying that people inside Man City are expected him to go. This one is not speculation. It says that Pep Guardiola is about to leave Manchester City. So that's why I didn't do the question mark. Because you understand the rules, here you go. You can debate if he intentionally moved his hand to bold or not, but you're spot on. Yes, for the penalty, you can debate it all long. You can debate it all day long. Genuinely, you can debate it all day long about the handball for Man United. You can debate his intentions. Did he move his ball inside? Did he not? But based on the rule, it's not a penalty. It's not. People can cry. People can convince themselves about anything. It's not a penalty because of the law. So nobody can sit here and tell me, yeah, it's a penalty. It's not a penalty. Pep isn't leaving. He already said he wasn't on the BBC. If he's lying, then I will feel some type of a way. And also, what negotiations, fake news, to be honest. What these negotiations, fake news. So, okay, hold on. I don't like it. I'm going to respond to this very quickly. 47 minutes, 47 minutes of us only talking about the validity of the article that is wrote by one of the closest journalists to Manchester City. It's same as we are discussing the validity of James Pearce's article on Liverpool. Is he being fed by the club or not? For example, we are discussing an article. Who's the closest journalist to Arsenal? Like, who's the closest journalist to Chelsea? But the interview was yesterday. All these articles were today. And I said, the problem is, yesterday, I said he ain't leaving because of the interview. And now this news come out. And now he said, Pep Guardiola, okay? Yesterday so if he said on the BBC, okay, great. If he said on the BBC that he ain't leaving, okay? Why when he was asked on TNT after the game, do you have a contract, are you leaving or not? He said, have a lovely evening. He didn't answer. Why didn't he do the, you know what? If I know I am leaving and the TNT people are having an interview with me and they ask me straight questions, there's a lot of speculations, Pep, about you leaving or staying. Can you tell us if you're leaving or staying? Have a lovely evening. Is that a confirmation? Because he's over it. Oh, because he's over it. Because he's over it. So he agrees to do. Listen, I'm not here to tell you I'm in the know. He's leaving or he's staying. Right? He's annoyed because he keeps telling people that he has a contract. You contributed a lot to this show, by the way, by just saying this. But I want to ask you guys something. Because he gets asked every interview, you can't tell this annoying, and very time he said he's staying. This is TNT we're talking about. We aren't talking about someone like doing an interview on the side. We're not talking about a fan. I don't know what happens to Enzo Maresca, to be honest with you. And if Pep stays, I actually believe he becomes favorites to win the Premier League right away next season. Regardless of what anyone does in the market. Even if Arsenal get Julian Alvarez. By the way, that's my belief. But I believe Arsenal are up there with him. He might. But before anything starts, I believe Pep Guardiola staying next season, especially if he loses the league this season. Right? Right? I believe that he becomes ahead. I don't think that is not fair to say it's not close, it's not fair. Still, Arsenal are there and thereabout, and I think it's going to be between Arsenal. You know what I mean? Maybe. That is true. I won't deny that. There is other tweets that say that Maresca will wait is this year or next year. Why, John? Because you think Man United are going to be able with Carrick to challenge Pep Guardiola for the title? So why am I disrespected? What's disrespectful that I said? What is so disrespectful that I said? All I said that I think Arsenal are the team that is close to City. Can they win it? Yes. I'm not saying City are 100% winning it. I'm not doing what feet kicked up. We're winning it all. Everything is like we're the best team in earth. And articles released. Liverpool are going to win it. Like City are going to win it at Cantor. Sorry, not Liverpool. City are winning it at Cantor. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that. But I'm saying that if you ask me, it's 60-40. It's 60-40. I think it's 60 City, 40 Arsenal. I think so. Right? So honestly speaking, I actually believe that 60% or 70% Pep is gone. And I explained why. Because he keeps saying, I'm here, I have a contract, I am staying. He can be playing mind games, okay? I'm staying until this. I'm like he can be playing mind games, right? But the reason why I bet 60% or 70% I believe Pep is leaving is because the articles normally don't come from Vane. They come from sources inside clubs that people have a feeling that he's leaving. This is why. If Arsenal wins the league, I don't think it's 60-40. I think this manager and players with belief could be a bit tougher to. So I'll ask you something. Do you think that? So whose favorites? Can I know who's in your mind? Whose favorites? John is saying, I didn't even mention Manchester United more. I'm only saying this league needs to be respected. People who think just one player or one manager has entitlement to win is disrespectful. That's all. But Pep made everyone sleep at sunset. But Pep is the one that everyone wears diapers around. But Pep is the one that dog walked the league. Jurgen Klopp has pumped one league title. This is the guy that came to the league, lost to Antonio Conte and said, fuck you all, I'm dog walking this league. He won 20 trophies. He won numerous cups. Respected my ass. Nobody, bro, the league needs to respect Pep. And I don't care if he has players or he has superstars or doesn't have a superstar. I don't care. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It's David Silva. I don't care. The reality is this manager, one with a false 9, one with a number 9, one with a number 9 being injured, one without a number 9, one without Kevin De Bruyne, and one half a season with Kevin De Bruyne. He won. Like, do you want the truth, John? Same as Alex Ferguson. Everyone used to fear Alex Ferguson. Your people said that the knees used to shake. You've seen Alex Ferguson at Old Trafford. Same energy. Alex Ferguson used to dog walk the league. Alex Ferguson, everyone used to fear Alex Ferguson. Same. Everyone knows that. You know why people are scared? Amme Hussam is saying, you don't know when Pep is chasing you. You don't know when Pep is chasing you. You don't know. The broski, the man is carrying. The man makes it work. The man won league, how many? Like 6 league, 1, 2. He's about to win, like he won 6 in 9 or something like this because the first year he didn't win. Like the people that say, the people that make fun, shiver me timbers. This is the guy that when you're literally is scared. In league titles, this man is ridiculous. You know, Jurgen Klopp won the title. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. In normal circumstances, this season only it would be, but I'm gonna tell you that, right? In normal circumstances, Pep Guardiola, apart from the first season, because Antonio Conte came to the league and he was, by the way, does anybody notice the difference? Antonio Conte won the league in his first year at Chelsea, and Pep Guardiola didn't win it with Man City his first year. By the way, people say, but he lost to Antonio Conte was his first year as well. That's why I have utmost respect for Conte as a league manager. Antonio Conte is ridiculous, right? But Pep Guardiola, in normal circumstances, Pep Guardiola wins the title. What Jurgen Klopp did isn't normal. 99 points isn't normal. What Salah did last season isn't normal. And City had injuries, so were Arsenal. But Salah won the league. Yeah, in a bad year with City, I have one loss in the last 20-some game. But I still do think next year is 50-50. If Arsenal wins, the transfer window would sway who I give favorites. Fair enough. We'll see how the transfer window goes. Actually, my argument is different. I actually think that people assume that Man City will challenge for the title next season with or without Pep. And I actually think people that say that, they are disrespecting Pep Guardiola and what he does. I don't think people realize how good this manager is in the league. I don't think people realize that his bad is some other club's achievement. He's bad with injuries. I don't think people realize how good this guy is as the league manager. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, Phil Foden. Yes, he has superstars. I never denied this, right? And I'm never going to deny this. But I said it many times. Pep Guardiola is one of the best ever league managers because he creates systems that work against 15 out of the 19 teams you play. Most of the time. Of course, there are some seasons here and there that go by. But Pep Guardiola is that guy. He's that guy for me. Like, it's crazy that we're sitting here. And do you know what it proves my point? Everyone in the chat, everyone from every other team, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, United, Villa, everyone wants Pep to announce that he's gone so they can breathe. Everyone, by the way. Every single football fan in the Premier League wants Pep to go so they can breathe. Not because they hate him, because everyone is fearful of Pep Guardiola. Because everyone fancy their chances next season. Arsenal fancy their chances to retain the title. Man United think that Arsenal will fall off and we can challenge without Pep. If you ask Man United fans, they will tell you, well, if Maresca with City next season, maybe if Carrick has a good start, maybe we can challenge for the title. Chelsea are like, if the owners do good, right? And then Xabi Alonso gets 4 or 5 experienced players and we have 1 game a week, maybe if we make a title push. Liverpool fans, Pep announced he's leaving. They're like sitting there like, FSG, act now. We can win the league. FSG, we have the team to win the league. FSG. But if Pep staying, you see Chelsea's targets are like, well, we want to be comfortable in top 5. Man United will be, I am not going to put pressure on Carrick, but I want a style of play and I want a good Champions League campaign and maybe a domestic trophy. Liverpool fans are like, we have no chance with Salah. Maybe if we change Arne Salah and we have a good transfer window, we can win the title. Arsenal fans are the only ones that are like, here, they're a little bit confident. Like, I'm telling you, Pep leaves, everyone pumped their chest so we can challenge next season, you know? We can challenge for the Premier League if we have a good summer transfer. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Man United fans, well, Manchester United. We can definitely challenge. If we bring back the culture and we have a good summer window like last time, Carrick can lead us. Everyone sees Pep and they turn into rats. Like, we can't challenge. Well, maybe after Pep leaves the year after, maybe if Pep leaves and Arsenal fall, like everyone is like everyone is doing this shit. You know what I mean? Everyone pumped the shit. Pep leaves. Pep leaves, I'm telling you, broski. Pep leaves, you see Chelsea fans going to the streets. Challenge, challenge, challenge. You'll see Man United fans raising, win the league. Number 21 is coming before Liverpool. Do it. We can do 21. You'll see all this stuff. The man stays and everyone is in their like corners. Everyone is in their caves. Everyone is like, they're not coming out of the caves. Only Arsenal fans. You know, Pep, you know what German Chicken Wing is saying? Pep might be finished. He's not finished. Like the only fan base that will have the chest are Arsenal. With Mikel Arteta, especially if they win it this season. If Arsenal win the league this season, the only, I'm telling you, and Pep stays, the only fan base that will have chest are Arsenal. Only ones. People don't fear Arteta, and that's very true. A lot of fans, okay, we got to be honest, a lot of people in the chat, a lot of fans don't fear Arteta. It shows, like, I can show you the clip. There are people that actually don't fear Arteta at all. At all, by the way. Listen to this.
Definitely feel that they've built so well in the last few years under Arteta that the growth of the club, and this is why they should be admired, is, you know, yes, they've spent money, but they've spent within their means, and they've done it in a very sort of organic way, season by season. They built upon it, second, and now if they win it, and this profile of the squad, the age of the squad, and we know the improvements that need to be made in that squad, they're obviously up front, and they'll do that hopefully in the summer. But so I feel, once you get over the line with this team, I think we could see a period of dominance. I think they could win 2 or 3 titles in the next 5 years. I definitely think that with Arteta, and it could be quite an ominous sign for the rest of the Premier League.
They have the stability that their rivals just don't have. All the top clubs are without managers or changing.
I just don't see Arsenal's style of play being sustainable.
I think they'll evolve the style of play. I think once they get over the line this season, I think they'll become a more attacking team.
I think City will be better, Chelsea will be better under Alonso. I think Liverpool will be better. So I just think this is Arsenal's window. If they don't win it this year, they'll win it at some point. But I don't think there'll be a period of dominance.
Well, you think if they win it this year, that's kind of it. They'll fall back into the pack again.
I do. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
You know my problem with this argument? I'm going to tell you the problem with this particular argument. It's that every year, every time we sit on shows, that was Arsenal's window to challenge. They're going to fall off. Mikel Arteta is going to fall off. And I'm going to tell you guys something. If Arsenal don't win the league and Arteta stays, Arsenal is challenging. Arteta has already proven to people, that it comes a failure, right? And then he goes the next year and he challenges again. Bro, Arteta, Europa League, failure, lost the league. Year after, quarterfinal in the Champions League in his first year and challenged. The year after, he came second and went to a semi-final. The year after, I'm telling you, he might, even if he loses the league, okay? He says, he reached the final and he loses the final. And literally, he's like, next year. And then my man is telling me that, yeah, Arteta is, he's going to fall up. Like, where did you get this? Like, where are you getting this info that he's going to fall? Like, who told you that he's going to fall off? There's no history.
I also feel, I definitely feel that they've built so well in the squad, the age of the...
This is the same one. Like, but I want to go back to Pep. So, the people that are asking me questions about Pep, but I think the immense relief of winning the title, if it happens, that will definitely galvanize Arsenal with the right signings in the summer. That's why I say Arsenal will be there. I didn't say that Arsenal will fall off, by the way. I didn't say this. I'm talking about the others. That's why I didn't mention Arsenal. I mentioned Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. They won't have chest if Pep stays. I'm telling you the reality. Bro, probably this guy Ogdan has said the same exact sentence on Sky Sports since 2023. That was their chance. Arsenal are not going to challenge. I think they're going to fall off next season. Like, I think Ogdan, if I search good, if I search well, I think I will find a video with Ogdan saying this like 2-3 years ago. Like, if I search, I might find the video. I'm not sure. I don't care if he stays. I am backing my team to win. Yes, but in the same time, you gotta be reasonable. You know that Pep staying is dangerous, right? Bermuda, actually the flag, lovely, good flag. Like Pep, anyway. For Chelsea people, I don't know where Alonso's statement is, if someone can send it to me. Mo, I have no respect for cheaters no matter what. That's your opinion, and they don't respect Arsenal. They don't respect Arsenal. Man City fans, I think that the fans that disrespect Arsenal the most are actually Man City, in my opinion. Man City fans don't respect Arsenal at all. Most of them do. Most. Can we get the likes up, people? As the Blue Lounge here. Can we get the likes up, people? Hit that like button, people. Hit the like button. Come on. Hit the like button. In terms of like, I was going to see the other news as well. By the way, Xabi Alonso has been waiting these months for Liverpool and Manchester City. Chelsea have convinced him with a very powerful proposal, both in terms of decision-making power in the club and economic front. That's actually a very, very good. Who wins the league next season? I don't know. It depends on Pep. If Pep stays, Man City. Pep leaves, Arsenal. I bet you have cheated all your life. One way, all of us have cheated. One way, all of us have cheated. Well, I don't think it matters, in my opinion. If he waits for Arsenal or if he waits for Liverpool or waits for whatever, I don't care. That's not the point. The point is, I actually think, right? I actually think that Xabi Alonso to Chelsea is a good coach, though. But I'm a little bit keeping my powder dry, right? I'm keeping the powder dry a little bit. I don't know if what Chelsea will do. Xabi Alonso is a good coach. He won Invincible. I didn't watch a lot of Leverkusen, but it's a fantastic appointment for Chelsea. it actually commands respect. It commands a lot of respect. And I like it. And I think they are going to go in a better place. Oh my God. Welcome to Chelsea. That is, where is the what did he say? Ooh. Well, let's listen to this. This is good. This is good, 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 good. Oh my God. It's very good. Let's listen to this. I'm going to bring it up, you guys. I'm going to bring it up to you. Here we go. Bang. Chelsea are going to, you know, my question next season is, what do you think is going to happen? Yo, fuck this. I don't know why sometimes like that. Windows act up like. I don't know why. It's right here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's listen to this.
At Real Madrid, you know, he won 24 out of his 34 games. His win percentage was something like 70%. He lost his job because of problems in the dressing room, because he clashed with some of the big egos in the Real Madrid dressing room, and ultimately the Real Madrid president backed the players and not the manager. I think going forward, Chelsea's dressing room can be difficult to manage.
There's big egos there as well, no?
Yeah, but not like Real Madrid.
Okay.
Not like Real Madrid. And also,
She said big egos at Chelsea. She said, man is talking about big egos at Real Madrid. And she's talking about there are big egos there. Big egos at Chelsea in compared to Real Madrid. It's actually crazy. Oh my God. Some of these people are. Like she said, big egos at Chelsea. Let's hear this again. Big egos at Chelsea is crazy.
the Real Madrid president backed the players and not the manager. I think going forward, Chelsea's dressing room can be difficult to manage.
There's big egos there as well, no?
Yeah, but not like Real Madrid.
Okay.
Not like.
Bro, Kylian Mbappe is looking at Xabi Alonso like, who the fuck are you, bro? I won the World Cup. I am Kylian Mbappe. Do you think Chelsea players looking at Xabi Alonso thinking the same? Bro, Xabi Alonso should literally have these players all in like one box and whip the shit out of them.
Like Real Madrid. And also, I think those big egos at Chelsea will fall into line as soon as Xabi Alonso enters the building, because they'll look at him and they will immediately respect him and do exactly what he says. And also, they will know that the Chelsea ownership will always back Xabi Alonso because he is their man. And that's why they've given him a 4-year contract.
By the way, one of the things that people don't realize, they gave Xabi Alonso a 4-year contract with big money. And they think that Xabi Alonso, and you know what Xabi Alonso brings to Chelsea? He brings money. You know why Xabi Alonso brings money? Because look at you fans, look at Chelsea fans, they're excited again. Chelsea fans are excited again. They're buying the shirts of next season. They're backing the players. They're backing the club. They're going to buy the merch. They're going to go to the, everyone is excited at Chelsea. Bro, Chelsea fans lost the final. Within 2 hours, they were way more excited than if they have fucking won. I'm going to tell you something. That Xabi Alonso news are more exciting to Chelsea fans than winning the FA Cup. If they won the FA Cup with McFlurry or whatever his name is, the guy that is like from McDonald's, they wouldn't have been as excited as Xabi Alonso. Broski, the Xabi Alonso news is way more exciting than them winning the FA Cup. Because winning the FA Cup without a manager coming in, without a good manager coming in, and the ownership not hiring a good manager means the future is still dark. Yes, we won the FA Cup, but we won the Club World Cup the year before, and we won the Conference League, and we are sitting 9th in the table. Hiring Xabi Alonso is more exciting, right, to Chelsea fans than winning the FA Cup. Bro, it is one of the most, my man here is saying, it is the most exciting news that Chelsea have seen over the last 4 years. So Xabi Alonso is massive news to Chelsea. I don't know where the fuck is his... And also, watch this again. Another one. He actually spoke again about this. Ahmed, please. Please! I don't know why the mouse like... My mouse is shit. Here you go.
Labelled as manager, not head coach like his predecessors. Is that just semantics, or is there something to read
No,
into?
I think it's important.
Okay.
I think if you ask most
One of the things that I said to people when they said, but Maresca left because he wanted more power, but they never promised Maresca power. Like they never promised Enzo Maresca power. That's why. But I ask you something, guys, and I know there is a lot of Chelsea fans, there is a lot of rivals. Am I deluded to be hopeful that Chelsea hiring someone like him, that people should be optimistic about Chelsea? Can I genuinely? Am I deluded? Like, do you think, like, genuinely in the chat, like, because people are telling me you are deluded, you are glazing Chelsea. I'm not backing them to win the league, but I'm saying that this is very good for them. Now they might go, instead of being banter and shit and stuff like this, they might go in a good... He might fail as well. Listen, Ruben Amorim was a good appointment for Man United, and it didn't work out. Things don't work out sometimes. Things don't work out, right? But am I deluded to sit here to say that, yes, this looks good? This looks good. This is a good appointment. Do people actually really just want the banter? But what you don't understand, my man, what you don't understand, Bluco are still there, but I have seen the Cronkies. Okay, so if Arsenal win the league and the Champions League this season, but the Cronkies were there. And 90% of the people that supported Arsenal were against the Cronkies. They said Cronky out. They had a protest, right? And at the end, the Cronkies maybe made the right decisions. Maybe Blue Co are learning. That's why they are hiring Xabi Alonso. Do you hear what I'm saying? So maybe, yes, the ownership are still there and they aren't great. But maybe the ownership have learned that's why they aren't hiring a head coach. They are hiring a manager. Kroenke is out. You remember? Kroenke is out. Kroenke is out. Leave the club. Kroenke is out. All this stuff. But what I don't understand is people telling me that. Here you go. Let's listen to the video because it will answer what you guys are saying.
Labelled as manager, not head coach like his predecessors. Is that just semantics, or is there something to read into?
No, I think it's important.
Okay.
I think if you ask most managers, head coaches, what they would prefer, they would say, I prefer to be the manager, because manager gives you more authority. And I think Xabi Alonso will have more authority than a head coach at Chelsea. Interestingly, we've been told that it was Chelsea's idea to give him that title. He didn't ask for it. But certainly, you are right. He will have more authority, more input into all aspects of the running of the club. And I think Chelsea, just in the conversations they've had with him, they have realised that he has the personality and the character and the aura to be a manager and not just a head coach. And I think that's music to the ears of Chelsea fans, because what Chelsea fans will be saying is, we want a manager. We don't want a head coach. We don't want.
It's very simple, but people don't want to believe it. No, my problem is the people that are deluded, to be honest.
Rule the club and rule the dressing room.
You know, I'm worried about. You know, people tell me
he still has to fit into the structure. Of
course.
But I would agree with you. I think he will have more of a say, more input than quite a lot of his predecessors.
You know what? You know what my problem is. You know, my problem when people are. Can I ask you guys something? Genuinely. A question. Don't get triggered, okay? Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered. Just a simple question. Don't get triggered. Who should you be scared? Who should be more scared next season? Man United with Carrick? Not who you should be scared from. I'm asking you. which fan base should be more scared about the future of their club? Chelsea or Man United? Chelsea with Alonso or Man United with Michael Carrick? And tell me why. So Chelsea should be more. So Chelsea fans should be more worried, or United fans? Because people take Man United for granted. Like some Man United fans, I see they are taking it for granted. Carrick is different. He's taken us to the promised land. We might not win the league title, but he's definitely going forward. Blah, 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 all the stuff, right? But who's more likely next season to actually be a little bit more stable? Has Carrick shown us enough? Do we have enough sample size for Manchester United? Can I ask you guys something? Who has been watching the show from... Type 1 in the chat if you have been watching the show from the beginning, from minute 1 until now. Type 1 in the chat, please. I want to ask you guys something. Type 1 in the chat. I want to see how many ones do we have in the chat. If you have been watching the show from the beginning, type 1, please. Can someone do the timestamps, and then put them in a comment, and then I will pin them? Can someone do the timestamps? You know how to do the timestamps? Like the minute, column, second, or like hour, minute, a minute, and then you put the, can someone do the timestamps? It's like, thank you so much for everyone that is watching us. The reason why I asked, is there anyone to help me do the timestamps? I'll be like, just put them in the comment. I'll pin your comment and I'll copy and paste. But I know that, you see, you didn't answer the question. I don't think you answered the question. Yeah, something like this. You're not answering the question. If I have you to pick one of both, which one would you pick? United or Chelsea? Like, if you are a Man United or a Chelsea, which fan base, United, you think United should be more worried? All right, fair enough. So why do Man United fans are way more confident? Why? But that's wrong, because you weren't doing well with Amorim. Even with the signings, you wouldn't do with Amorim. You weren't doing well with Amorim. Like, even with your signings, you weren't doing well with him. So the good signings that are great, they weren't doing well. And everyone wanted Amorim out. So what guarantees that next season signings, Carrick starts? Like, what is guaranteed? What sample size do you have for Michael Carrick to say that, to shake my hand and tell me that, yes, I am more confident that Michael Carrick will work more than Xabi Alonso? Xabi Alonso has bigger sample size. It worked at Real Madrid in terms of winning. It works at Leverkusen. It's a bigger of a sample size. Michael Carrick has... How much Michael Carrick? Michael Carrick has like 15 games of a sample size. That's the sample size in the top division. Like, he doesn't have a lot of sample size to actually tell us. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I like what I'm seeing from Michael Carrick. I'm against people that keep saying style of play, style of play, style of play, style of play, style of play. Yeah, I mean, Arteta changed his style of play 5 times. And he's still up there. They're still progressing. And by the way, people that tell me recruitment is way more important than the manager, I think manager comes first before recruitment. Generally, by the way, I think the recruitment, I believe the manager is more important than the recruitment. Because I believe recruitments follow managers, by the way. The level of your recruitment, Xabi Alonso isn't going to go to Chelsea without guarantees about the caliber of players he's going to bring. By the way, I am someone who have always said this years ago. when people told me structure, recruitment, you got to do the recruitment better, you got to scout. The scouting is very good. You have to scout. Look at Manchester City scouting. Without Pep, all of this is not the same. Scout, very good, the scout. Scout. Conte doesn't scout. Conte gets the same guys and he wins the league. Like for me, manager comes first. Always said that. I've always maintained this. Ya عمي, if you do the best recruitment and you have a shit manager, it won't work. But if you have a good manager and you don't do a good scouting, it might work. Hence Enzo Maresca. Proof Enzo Maresca. Good coach, not world class. Good coach. Chelsea's recruitment isn't the best in the history of mankind. He got them fourth. Yes, they fell off middle of the season, but they won. They did their job. They won the Conference League. They won the Club World Cup. Got them fourth. Got them to Champions League. Job done. Even though the recruitment is bad. But Ruben Amorim is the other. Recruitment is very good for Man United in the summer. Ruben Amorim is failing. So the manager is way more important than it. You can work with a good manager even if the recruitment is not good. He might not win you the title, but you won't fall off. You won't completely collapse. It will bounce back. A proof, Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp, biggest proof. They have toyed with him at Liverpool, FSG. They have toyed with him at FSG. One summer good, one summer shit, one summer his players, one summer other players, one summer this guy, one summer that guy. But he always bounced back. He always came back. Arteta, same shit. Having a good manager is way more important than you going out to get the best players. Real Madrid. You can get the best players out there, put them together at Real Madrid. If there is no good coach to manage them, one way or the other, they will fail. 0 titles this season. 0. Mbappe, Vini, Tchouameni, Arda Güler, Rodrigo, Brahim Diaz, Camavinga, Rudiger, Huijsen, Courtois. I can go on and on and on and on. 0 title. Ferran Torres and Marcus Rashford won the title. Ferran Torres and Marcus Rashford won the title. Pedri was injured. They played with Gerard Martin at the back sometimes. Because Hansi Flick, his style works for La Liga. If you don't have a good manager, your club is going to fail. That's why when I said, people that said that players carried Christian Kivo to a title race. No. That only works in the Bundesliga. It might work in Liga. It won't work in the Premier League. It won't work. It won't work in La Liga, by the way. In the Premier, I believe in the Premier League, you have to have a good coach. If you don't have a good coach, you won't succeed. Arne Slot last season is different. Habibi, Saadun al-Kawari. يا حبيبي سعد is football corner with the Arsenal thing. حبيبي سعد متجوز. سعد is married. He's a married man now. Big up AMT. It's saying this, but Alonso will do better because he has done multiple cups. I actually think that Man United and Liverpool are being left behind. And I know people don't believe this. And I know Liverpool fans are going to get sensitive now. Your board are leaving you behind. Your board is leaving you behind. And your team isn't as great as you think, especially with Arne Slot. I am fearful for Liverpool next season if they keep Arne Slot. And I mean fearful. I mean like bad. Like 5th, 6th. Like bad. United second. I said I've said that I feel like United, maybe Liverpool are being left behind, but I feel like Liverpool with Arne Slot, it's not a good look. I'm telling you, it's not a good look. Even with Arne Slot, if depth is brought in, they need starters, Habibi. They need a starter DM, they need a starting right back, they need a starting right winger, they need a starting left winger, they need a starting goalkeeper. They need 5 starters. 5. 5 starters. Five. Now, let alone the backups. Let alone the backups. A new manager. Yeah. You need a number one. You need a new manager. Number one, Liverpool, Alonso to Chelsea. If Pep stays, I don't know who the like. If Maresca, if Pep leaves, Liverpool need 5 starters next season. 5. That's a lot of fucking players. A lot. Unless Alisson stays. I don't know who's going to be the starting left winger. I don't know. It depends who the new manager is and who the players that you're going to get. Ya Habibi. Big up ya akhuya, Habibi. Like, it depends. It depends. It depends. It depends. Like, okay, give me a name. Give me a name, and I'll give you. Give me a name. Give me a name that is out there now, and I'll give you a percentage. Who's the name? Nagelsmann, Iraola. If Pep leaves and you have a good transfer window like a Diamonde, Barcola, what's his name? Adam Wharton, 20, 15, 20. 15, 20. Nagelsmann and Iraola. 20, 15, something like this. I actually believe that, you know? Because I have a, like, that's my, I don't like Kerkez. I think your right back is lacking. I like your 2 center backs. They're very good. Leone and the other guy will be all right. I don't like Mamarajvili. Your 8 and 10 are good. On paper, they're very good. Sabozlai and Verts are good. DM, I don't know who. Your left wing Gakpo is okay. It's not is bad, but it's okay. I think your right winger, you need at least a good starter. Your striker, though, is a big if, because I don't know how Isak is going to start next season. And I think he's actually injury prone. Now I believe. I checked his injury. He's injury prone. Can you credit me? Because didn't I say this earlier to you today? Didn't I tell you, what if there is a twist and Salah stays? Credit me then. Can you credit me at least? Credit me. I told you that there is a twist. I don't think Salah stays. I think Salah already. I think Salah maybe has a club already in the. I think Salah already has a club in his back pocket. But I'm going to tell you something. I actually think that Salah should leave to free the wages for somebody else, because I think that Salah looks like he's finished. I think Salah looks like he's finished. If I'm a Liverpool fan, I want Salah to go. I don't want Salah to stay, actually. I want Salah to go and I want a new winger. The problem, because Salah stays, he's not going to be benched and he's in like 450K. So he has to play. I don't think he's good. I think he needs to go. I think he needs to leave. I'll be all right. I think Salah is not bad. I think he'll do okay in Serie A. I'll be okay. I'll be happy with it. I don't. As of now, we don't know what kind of football we're gonna play next season. Is it 2 forwards or we're gonna switch to 4-3-3? And nobody knows. Christian Kivo has had a history of playing with 4 at the back, so especially with Bastoni going. So I don't know if he's gonna stay or he's gonna leave. To be honest with you, I actually have no fucking idea. I don't have any idea actually what is gonna happen. Fuck this. They will do him like Wenger if he stays. I think Salah needs to go to stay. I think Salah next season, if he plays bad, people are going to be upset. If Salah plays next season and it's not good, he really needs to actually leave, like in my opinion. Not looking good for him, in my opinion. But I wanted to hear this. Like, you guys, I don't know if you guys heard this.
What's going on behind what he said is damning, but what's going on behind it is more so for me. It suggests there are some serious issues in and around the dressing room. As a group, the players appear to have, for me, reading that, appear to have lost faith in the coach.
Well, yes. I mean, just reading that, you just know he ain't happy with Salah.
No, that's what
He's never been happy since that Leeds game.
That's very clear, but it's what's behind it, Andy.
Yeah.
And I think did 8 of his playing colleagues like it?
I think 8 of his playing colleagues liked it.
Yeah.
And I don't think that helped on the slot. No.
No. As I say, I've said for some time, I don't think he'll be in charge next season. I'm more convinced about that.
I actually agree with him. I actually agree with Richard Keys. I actually believe that Slot is not going to be Liverpool's next season. It's going to be a big bomba, and you will see. You know what? Mo told you here, clip this shit. Clip this shit. Arne Slot isn't going to be Liverpool manager next season. Go check the stats. We are ahead in every single aspect. I actually believe that Salah is not going to. I actually with the guy. I don't think Salah will. Arne Slot is not going to be managing next season. Delap is gone. You see that stuff like this. Delap is gone. Someone pops behind you like Delap is gone. Delap is gone. There you go. Delap. What is Delap? Delap is gone. I'm expecting Liam Delap to leave Chelsea this summer with a more established striker coming in. That's Alex Crooks, with a Man United fan. Liam Delap is trying to think of his own personal goal celebration. No, that's it. Bro, that's Alex Crook. He's expecting Liam Delap to go, but that's not. I actually don't think that Liam Delap is as bad as people think, actually. I actually believe that Liam Delap can become good. The problem is I think he had no manager to actually coach him and tell him what to do. I think there's a player in there, and a good player. I think his football ability is not bad. His striking ability is not bad. He's strong. He fights. I think the problem is attitude. I think the problem is environment. I think Liam Delap is a good player. He's not a bad player. He just needs a good coach. I've always said that. Liam Delap, he's rubbish. Okay, just hear me out. Liam Delap is shit this season. I don't think that Liam Delap is as bad as what people think. So can I ask you guys a question? Who has more ability, Liam Delap or Victor Gyökeres? Who has better ability? Like dribbling, ball control. Honestly, watch him both. Who has better ability? Just football ability. Who has better ability? Him or Victor Gyökeres? Genuinely. Like, and people have to be honest. I want you to delete the goals that Victor Gyökeres scored. Right? Who is better technically? Who is better on the ball? Honestly. No. Don't get triggered. Honestly speaking, like we watched Delap at Ipswich, ball ability. We watched Delap in the Club World Cup in the preseason as well. Who has better ability? Watch them both. I don't think they are that far. Here is the answer that nobody wants to say. I don't think they are that far, by the way, from each other. Like, I just don't think they are as far as you think. But one scored 20-something goals and one didn't score. You better ask yourself why. How is someone... Number one, there's a difference in age. Massive difference in age between Victor Gyökeres and Delap. Now comes the coaching. It's half Maresca, half Rosenior, half McFlurry. This guy plays with players that want to win, right? This guy plays with players that are challenging for the league, the Champions League. This guy, Gyökeres, is playing for players that are pushing him to be better, that don't get frustrated with him, that try to make him better week in, week out. He has an environment around him, right, that are trying to get the best out of him because they know he's one of their best chances of winning titles. While at Chelsea, everyone is looking out for themselves. Nobody, none of the Chelsea players are looking at Delap and thinking and worried about him because he presents nothing to them. Liam Delap is an English person that joined Chelsea from Ipswich. He presents nothing to the likes of Caicedo, to the likes of Enzo Fernandez, to the likes of Garnacho, to the likes of Estevao. He presents nothing to them. None of them is thinking that I need Delap to get better for the better of me. None of them is thinking this way. But Victor Gyökeres, Declan Rice is thinking, I need Gyökeres to be better. Arteta thinking, I need Gyökeres to be better. Liam Rosenior doesn't care if Delap gets better or not. That's not his job. He won't be asked if Delap gets better or not. He won't. Victor Gyökeres, everyone at Arsenal, Timber, Gabriel, Raya, Gabriel Heinz wants Gyökeres to be better. Everyone at Arsenal. As they want Madueke to be better. As they want Max Dauman to be better. As they want Rice to be better. As they want Zubamendi to be better. The players at Chelsea, and I don't think Liam Rosenior knew that he's not staying for long, and I'm telling you this. Liam Delap, nobody cares at Chelsea, apart from the directors. If Liam Delap gets in, his teammates don't care about him getting better. Why would he care? The striker is João Pedro. They know that Liam Delap can leave. They don't care. It's an environment. It's called an environment. Wallahi, Alex Crooks have said a lot of shit now. I'm not convinced. That's his conviction. He's convinced. Alex, bro, that's his opinion. That's like Judge Moore sitting here and saying, I actually don't think that Tosin has a long future. Someone clip this, tweet it, and say Judge Moore said, I don't think that Tosin has a future. So Alex Crook is he like what? Is he like Alex Crook is saying what he says. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right? Like it doesn't, like you think that Alex Crook can say whatever he wants. Doesn't mean it's news. I don't think it is news. By the way, we can get to 300 likes, by the way, live on this show. 300 likes. We'd be doing very well for the show. We reach 300 likes. We're only 50 likes away. Let's hear this fraud talk about Salah.
So I thought he might go to Liverpool. And with Mo Salah's comments yesterday...
What did you make of them? Come on. Tell us, Gary.
I mean,
does that say about...
he's pulled the pin out of a grenade there, hasn't he, and just thrown it in the middle of the room. I mean, he's on his way out of the room, by the way. Yeah, I mean, all's not happy over there. That's... You can never... Look, it's not great. If he was a Manchester United player, I'd be fuming.
Yeah.
But what you can never do with this type of character and this type of personality and this stature of player is keep them quiet. Yeah. If they've got something to say, they're going to say it. And they're going to say it at the point where maybe you don't want to hear it. And like I say, that's what he's done. He's just literally... Yeah, he's... that was a telling comment.
What's Slot thinking, do you think?
Pardon?
What's Slot thinking?
Arne Slot will not welcome that whatsoever. But I think he'll just want to get to the end of the season, Arne Slot, obviously, and get out of there and get everybody out of there that's not going to be there next season and try and...
Alex Croc has been tapped in recent... I don't know. Like, I don't know if Alex Croc is a Chelsea journalist. Anyway.
It looks like with Liverpool, they are going to... I think the signing of Xabi Alonso this morning did tell me that I think Liverpool are going to keep the manager next season, which I'm happy about because...
I actually don't think... See, this is gaslighting.
I think... I'm not happy about for any other reason. I genuinely think that a manager who's won the league 12 months ago deserves an opportunity to get it right, having had a sort of what would be more...
You know, I think the problem with Gary Neville is that I don't think they watch Liverpool like deep. They're watching Liverpool now. Liverpool are fifth, so they're going to make Champions League. And I actually think that everyone, he's looking at it from very superficial. Yeah, Arne Slot, like I heard there's someone that tweeted that, yeah, Jurgen Klopp won the league and finished fifth. So what's the issue here? Arne Slot came in his first season, won the league and finished fifth. What are you complaining about? On paper, that sounds very right. That sounds correct. If you're a Liverpool fan, and if you've been in a coma all the season, and you went into a coma at the end of last season, and you won the league, right? You won the league last season. You went in a coma, and you woke up this season, and you saw Liverpool like making fifth and making Champions League football, and were beat by PSG. You'd say, yeah, it's a fall off. He will recover next season. But the problem is we have been watching this season. We have been watching players not playing for him. We have been watching his tactics. We have been watching how he plays football. We have been watching how he treats players. We have been watching how his subs are going. For me, I think a comment like what he's saying, is true if you have been sleeping under the rock.
I'm not happy about for any other reason. I genuinely think that a manager who's won the league 12 months ago deserves an opportunity to get it right, having had a sort of what would be more challenging season this time, but he's still in the Champions League. And
you know, like Chelsea sacked Conte because he was 10th, right? I actually believe that Liverpool should sack Arne Slot because I believe he lost the dressing room, and then people don't talk about it enough. Forza Juve, uppercase, thank you so much for the donation. Why would someone pay money to say Forza Juventus? Are you trying to support the channel, or you're trying to rattle me and rage bait me? Like what is the point of the super chat? Put aside the environment and the club. For me, Eucharist has a better football brain than Delap. I can't judge the future. The brain can be taught. The brain can be taught. You know what I mean? So AMT, the brain can be taught. I think the comparison between Delap and Victor Gyökeres is fair. I think both of them, they're close to each other. I don't think it's as bad as people think with Delap. I think if Delap was given to Arsenal, Mikel Arteta would have done good with him. I thought he would have been not bad. I saw that he would be all right. I think people are very short-sighted, in my opinion, and people don't see when two players have similar abilities, but environments have changed. How can you develop and how you play the game? And generally, if you look at and as I said, it's the same comparison that I say for Levi Colwill versus Gabriel, for example. Raw Levi Colwill for me is similar or close. Very close to Gabriel, and maybe has more ability than raw Gabriel. before Arteta took Gabriel to the next level. Levi Colwill is better on the ball, better in passing, better in actually playing long balls than Gabriel. Levi Colwill is aggressive, but he ain't aggressive as Gabriel because Levi Colwill, raw Levi Colwill doesn't make the same mistakes as raw Gabriel, but it depends on the environment and how you are developed and who you play and who you played with and who developed you. And I think some people are very short-sighted and they get in their emotions. When I specifically speak about soccer, specifically me, because people think that everything I say is coming from an agenda perspective. But I want you to think about Gabriel 4 years ago, right? And I want you to compare that to Gabriel 4 years ago. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, Gabriel was looked at as a bozo. As some Arsenal fans wanted him out, as someone who makes mistakes, who isn't good on the ball, who crumbles under pressure, who isn't great. Levi Colwill was never looked at as the same as Gabriel, for example. Right? And I think if Levi Colwill, the last year or the year before Levi Colwill, was given to Arteta 5 years ago, I think he becomes similar defender or better than Gabriel now. Or maybe the corner scoring and stuff like this. But he's better on the ball, which is a massive factor in the modern defender, especially for a team like Arsenal that plays position-based football. Right? People always compare, but Levi Colwill is not Gabriel today, but I never said that. I never said that Levi Colwill today is Gabriel today. And that is not a fair comparison because of environment, coaching, age, everything. That's why Levi Colwill today, fit, doesn't make Chelsea defense better than Arsenal defense. Right? And I'm looking at the individually, you know what I mean? Individually, raw Gabriel better than a raw Levi Colwill? No, I don't think so. At Delap's age, he has time to regress too, which is spot on. So you're spot on. That's why I say environment. Marcus Rashford was looked at as a very, very good young English player that is coming up. And a lot of people said that Marcus Rashford will take the next level. So as Anthony Martial. But because they went to an unstable environment, under an unstable coaching, and they were not handled well at their youth, Marcus Rashford, his career got lost. His career went in the wrong direction. And if you're telling me that if Marcus Rashford was given to Mikel Arteta, and the reason why, guys, I'm saying Mikel Arteta, or he was given to Pep Guardiola, he wouldn't have been better than... You're telling me that okay, let me... Again, is raw Marcus Rashford worse than raw Martinelli? Not in a million years. Raw Marcus Rashford is 5 times better than raw Martinelli. But one was developed in an unstable environment, and one was developed at an environment that is challenging, that is stable. Like, you get the point. That's why you cannot compare someone at an unstable environment to someone that is developed in an environment that is challenging, that is doing well, that is up there, that has a stable coach, that doesn't change coach every couple of years. It's different. You know what I mean? So that's my point about he can regret. Liam Delap, I'm going to tell you something. You know, Liam Delap can be forgotten about within 2-3 years. He can be a championship player. Liam Delap can actually be completely out of the picture and completely forgotten about. Victor Gyökeres, if he didn't go to Sporting Lisbon, he would have been forgotten about because it didn't work out for him in England. It worked out for him in the championship. And he would never have come to Arsenal if he was at the championship level. It's never worked out for him in the Premier League. There's a lot of forwards that didn't work out, a lot of players that didn't work out for them in the Premier League. And they had to leave England to make it work. So Liam Delap can become the forgotten man within 2-3 years. I've seen it, too many strikers that this happens to them. But did you see Luke Shaw goal today? But did you see how good a fit Luke Shaw is? But did you see? But did you see that? Did you see or did you not see Luke Shaw? I believe that a fit Luke Shaw is a very good left back. The problem is his age. But did you see? But did you see Luke Shaw? But Luke Shaw is rubbish. People tell me, people come in and tell me, Luke Shaw is shit. Yeah, he's shit because he's injured all the time. But he ain't a shit player. Luke Shaw ain't a shit player. It's just the problem is he's injured. Always the case. It's always the case. Fit Luke Shaw is very good. Is fit Calafiori better than fit Luke Shaw? Fit Calafiori is challenging for the league in a stable environment, so probably fit Calafiori is better. I believe Calafiori is very good. The problem there's a big problem with Calafiori is he doesn't cross a lot, and I need my left back to be able to cross though. To be honest with you, the problem is people sometimes don't understand my takes about a player versus a player, but a player takes the wrong term in terms of a club, in terms of a choice. No, the problem is Luke Shaw in the 12 years I've played something equates to a season and a half. So it's about time he delivers something to Man United for all the money. All the money he made from Man United, Martin, you know? Like all the money he made from Man United, he really need to actually do this. Luke Shaw played every single game? No. No, fuck off. No. Luke Shaw played every single fucking game. You mad? Nah, bro. You mad? La. What the fuck? Bro. Luke Shaw started every single game? It's not only that he started every single game. Whoa. He actually did. I just checked. 37 games. 3,149 minutes. Yo, I'm changing my mind. Man United to win the league next season. Luke Shaw's fit. I changed my mind. No, bro. They don't need a left back. No, bro. Man United to win the league next season with Michael Carrick. But Pep leaves. United number 21. Bro. No, Luke Shaw's fit. They don't need a left back. Luke Shaw's fit. Dalot's fit. Menu's fit. Bruno's fit. No, bro. Man United title contenders next season. Because now we have a sample size of a whole season where Luke Shaw's fit. He's fit. Luke Shaw's out there. Broski. Because everyone will say that Man United needs players. You don't need a left back. Okay, so Man United, you don't need center back. Okay, hold on. Man United don't need a goalkeeper. Don't need a right back. Don't need a left back. Don't need center backs. Don't need a DM. They need an 8. They don't need a 10. They need a striker. They need a right wing. They don't need a left winger. Okay, hold on. How many starters do Man United need? Shut up. Let me talk. Man United need one midfielder. Okay, starting positions. In my opinion, Man United need one midfielder. Starting position, you need one midfield. That's about it. One midfielder. By 45 likes to 300. Now, because the 3 games a week, they need like 6 players on the bench or some kind of shit like. They need 3 midfielders on the bench. So Man United needs 3 midfielders, a starter and 2 bench players. They don't need a right winger, even though I think both right wingers are okay. They aren't great. Mbeumo and Amad Diallo are both okay. Bro, I went back and I watched that. Mbeumo. I know he scored. Bro. But he's not a striker, though. I think Cunha is a good left winger. Sisco's a good starting striker, to be honest with you. If Arsenal can win the league with Eucharist as a starting striker, so can Man United with Sisco. Who am I to say no? Who am I? One midfielder to start. Meno, Bruno are there. You need one midfield. You need Chouameni, Meno. Bruno, your midfield is set. Right winger, maybe Ahmad, maybe Mbeumo. Left winger, Cunha. Sisco's a striker. You aren't going to tell me that Cunha, Mbeumo, Sisco are worse than Eucharist, Madueke, Martinelli, for example. You aren't going to tell me. You aren't going to sit here and tell me this. You know what I mean? It's... Luke Shaw is out there playing 37 minutes. You like it, you hate it. Luke Shaw is fit and he plays every single game. Luke Shaw. I don't think so, bro. Just cut the crap. I'm not sure what Carrick will do, to be honest with you. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what Man United are going to do. Anyway, listen. It's a 2-hour show. That's enough for me today. I want to thank everyone that joined me here. Thank you for all the... thank you for all the support and everyone that is donating to the channel, liking the video. 40 likes left for 300. That'll be great for the show. I will see what I do after. Right? I don't know what Hamza did. What did he fucking do? And now I want to know now. Someone give me the minute. Did Hamza call me out? Someone give me the minute though. I need Hamza to give me I need the minute now. I'm doing hour now. When did Hamza call me out? I'm not leaving. Did he actually call me out? Did Hamza call me out? Did he do like something similar to the Athena thing again? Did he do that thing? Did he do Athena again? And all this stupid stuff that he does? Anyway, smash the likes, people. Khalas. I will understand. I will see what he does later. Right? He did the Athena thing again, like same stupid stuff that he does. A 38 years old man going on channel saying Athena.
Everyone said Asana in April. Asana. Because you don't believe in the Asana. Yeah. Asana.
انا لما اقول لك مش عايز اعمل الشوت، لما اقول لك انا مش قادر اتكلم اتعامل، انا دون بليم.
خلاص سامي خلينا.
Did he do the same thing? I don't know what that video is. That's crazy, people. Anyway, I'm out, people. Let me redirect to somebody who's right. Sarcasm City TV. Yep. I'll see you guys then. Hit that like button before you go. Right, people.